Hello, I am Meaty69 and I'm back with a couple of battles for you with the AC1 Sentinel, which is the tier 4 version. There is a tier 6 AC Sentinel, which they are not bad tanks, but I have to say I have to thank Skate Extreme for this, as I've only really played about 30 battles in this tank. I've never liked it, so I haven't really. I don't really play it much. I've never raced it before, so I find it a hard tank to play. But after watching his video, I realised that, or he taught me that this tank is actually a really good tank. It's got an amazing front armour, side armour, back armour, which I never really knew. So usually, in battles like this where there's only two tier 4s and the rest are tier 3s, I usually just YOLO. But so I decided to take a different approach. Both battles you'll see, and it really paid off. So this M3 Lee, as you can see, I know now about the armour of my tank. So I've decided that yes, I'm in the open, but I will face sideways a bit, and as you see, he couldn't pen me. So he backs up nearly dead. We come across with this poor BT7 that was on his own there and take him out, and then we take out the M3 Lee. So that's 2 kills for me. As you can see, I'm bouncing loads of shots. I'm angled a little bit. I'm bouncing from my front, from my side, from the back. I'm pretty much bouncing everywhere. I've took 7 damage, which is not too bad. So I start shooting this Panzer B2, sorry. I'll get him down a bit until he decides to back up, which then I decide to back up and take this T46, who has got the derpy cannon. Again, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's sitting in the open taking shots, and then he decides he'll look at me and shoot me, and he does pen me, but it's a bit too late. So he dies. We're now on this Mudder, who I know has shot. He now is down to a 1 shot, which our D2 takes him out. So we then concentrate on this Panzer B2 and take him out. So just over 2 minutes gone, 2 tanks left. They're both up there on the hill. BT2 and a BT artillery. Now I'm not sure what they're doing. You'll see in a minute, but at first glance, I thought the BT arty was defending the BT2, because the BT2 is only a 1 shot. So when they first open, it looks like he's protecting them, until I go closer and realise I actually haven't got a clue what they are doing. I don't know if I know the BT arty is not AFK. I'm not sure what the BT2 was doing. So the BT arty has just shot my teammate, so I do make a move because I know he's got a 11-12 second reload, and I take him out pretty quickly because of the reload of this gun. Like I said, it's 2 seconds with adrenaline, 2.2 seconds, I can't remember, without. So it's great reload, and it's a great tank. So a few medals there, 1300 damage, 5 kills, steel wool as expected, and a first class medal. So we move on to the next battle. Again, only 2 tier 4s, the rest tier 3s. So I wasn't really worried about this battle, but I do get very angry with myself. Not, you'll see towards the end, and I'll go through it, but I don't think I get angry, but I don't show it as much. I don't see the point of getting angry. It's a game. You play the game to have fun, but there is a few battles that you do get angry with, sometimes your team. But this battle, my team did absolutely nothing, and you expect it on lower tiers. These are tier 3, so you can't rage too much. And so this battle, as I'm an experienced player, I was more angry at myself, and you'll see why. So we go right where the mediums mostly go, and this Panzer 38T has gone the way he should, but I think he's pretty much opened all my team and decided that's a bad idea. until he goes up this hill and then he turns around. I thought he would carry on going, which he should, but he decided, no, I'm going to stand my ground and I'm going to fight, which was the bad move. So our M2 medium takes him out. I'm now shooting at its BT7, who's just sitting there in the open until he's down to a couple of shots, but then he keeps poking out. Again, I don't know what he's doing. It's 104 HP, then he decides to go back in. So I've got no shots on him, so I do decide to go for this M3 light. And I wish I'd have actually killed this M3 light, because it was that little bugger that cost me this battle at the end. So he's gone. Matilda is full health, but I'm not worried about the Matilda. He's a very slow tank, and how I usually play these, it's the same as higher tiers. If you can, unless you've got no other shots, I always leave slow tanks such as Matilda, 87, 88s, tortoises, T95s. I usually try, if I can, to leave them towards the end, because they're slow. You know, you can run away, you can try and clear up the rest of the enemy, and then you can go back for that tank. And if it's him versus yourself, you can circle a death him, and that's why I tend to leave them, unless, obviously, like I said, unless there's no other shots available. But as you see on this battle, there's plenty of other shots available, so I wasn't really worried about that Matilda. So I take off the Panzer B2. Sorry, he's gone. 3 enemies down on the enemy team, 2 down on our team, and my next target is this Panzer 4A. So I'm focused on him again. He's not penning me. Side angle him, and he's just running away. So I want to take him out as quick as possible before he runs away, because he is a nippy tank. So, and again, I don't even think he shot me, so I don't know what he's doing. But I do take him out. But we've now got 3 tanks each. I've done 2 kills. My M2 medium's done 2 kills. And again, my next target is this D2. He is the lower tier, and again, he's not penning me, so I'm not too worried. I'm not worried as much. But I knew need to take him out. Our M2 medium does now die, which is a 2 versus 3 situation until I kill this D2, and this is where I mess up. This is where I really badly mess up. I'm pretty much full health, and the Matilda's coming. Matilda's got great reload. It's pretty much the same reload as mine, and I love the Matilda. It's a great tank, but I stay and fight. I should have gone right and gone for the M3, because I know he's only a couple of shots and I could take the M3 out without him penning me. But I do decide to stay, which this is where I messed up. I stood and I said, no, I'm going to fight this Matilda, but he is penning me every time. And because I stayed to fight the Matilda, look who's now come, the M3 light. So now it puts me on a 2 versus 1 situation. The Matilda's not going to bounce me. He knows what he's doing. He's not going to bounce me. And it become pretty much impossible for me to take both out. I wish I would have killed the M3 light when I did. And it would have actually been nice for a bit of help. But as I said before, it's a tier 3 battle. You can't expect everyone to be like you are. It's maybe in tier 10 if this has happened, like I'm watching now, like he's running away, he doesn't have a clue what he's doing. It looked like he just sat there and watched them shooting me without helping me. But as I said, it's a tier 3 battle. You can't expect too much from these, especially as a lot of them are only going to have a low amount of battles, a low amount of damage, win rate, so you can't be too disappointed with them. As I said earlier in this the video, I'm more annoyed about myself, as I am an experienced player. I've been playing for a few years, and I knew I should have not gone for that Matilda. He's a slow tank. I knew I should have gone for the M3 light first, got rid of him, and then I could do what I want. I could peekaboo with the Matilda. I can go behind a building. I can chase him around buildings. I can circle a death him even maybe. But so I made the mistake, and I knew what I'd done. I knew exactly what I'd done, which made it even worse. But as you can see, this Panzer 4A, he's not got no idea. He's now just going to sit here, not move. He could have gone for it. He could have even gone for a draw if he knew what he's doing. 50 seconds left, but he just stayed there. He's not even looking at Matilda. Look, he wasn't even looking. He was just looking around, enjoying the scenery while dying. So, battle finished. We did unfortunately lose, but I did my part. I did what I should do, and I got 2,478 damage, and there we go. Look at that. M2 medium, 2 shots. What can you expect? So my advice is, as I said during the video, is if there is a slow tank on the enemy team, such as the Matilda, and you're in a quick tank or a quicker tank, do try and leave that towards the end. Obviously not every time it's going to work, but I feel that battle I had really good health, and I know I could have killed him easy if I would have got rid of the M3 light. The M3 light wasn't penning me then, only at the side of me where he put me on fire. If I would have got rid of him, then it would have been pretty much a one-on-one situation. And even though I had one teammate left who didn't have a clue, but use him, maybe hide behind him so he's taking the shots, then poke out so that Matilda would shoot your teammate, then you can poke out. Yes, his reload is great, but you can poke out, or you could even go to behind or the side, because he's going to be focusing on the tank that he can shoot. So he would have focused on that tank. So then as he's focusing on that tank, you could be shooting that Matilda, which will help you massively. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you very soon.